Bam 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 blam bam squeak ba ba squeak ba 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 squeak ba da bee bum ba ba squeak ba ba bee squeak ba ba squeak ba ba bee squeak boo boo boo. From an undisclosed location at a small recording studio in a galaxy far, far away, we bring you a duo so incredible that we recommend taking off your socks before they blow them off. It is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that the Westmoreland Museum of American Art proudly presents the two and only right off the red carpet, here for your viewing pleasure. It is Tootsie Snyder and Alora Chateaux. Meow. Meow.
Welcome back to another TNA Art Critique.
Brought to you by the Westmoreland Museum of American Art, featuring the one and only Tootsie Snyder.
And the lovely Miss Alora Chateaux.
Well, tonight we are featuring a slew of different images. We have some doozies this evening.
I can't wait.
Well, we are going to get right on into it.
Hope you have a drink, because we're diving on in!
Dive on in!
Dive on in!
Kerplunk. Our first image this evening is Easter morning.
Ooh!
Who's the artist?
The fartist.
Clyde. Clyde. That's how you spell Clyde.
I love Clyde.
Clyde Singer.
Clyde Singer. And how big is the painting?
This is 32 inches by 42 inches.
I don't know scale.
It's a decent size.
Good! I'm
Good for it. This is 1948.
Ooh.
Good year.
That was a good year.
You remember that year.
I do.
Yeah.
I was 24.
So that would make you...
Carry the one.
And a 10.
They're looking for eggs.
They're all staring down for crying
They're
out loud.
looking for the egg.
We would fit right into this
Oh,
crowd.
absolutely. I would, although I would need a new hat.
You love your darn hats.
I can't help it. They're all wearing hats if we want to
Literally, they are
blend in.
all wearing...
Even the little paper boy's wearing a hat. 5-cent paper. 5-cent paper.
He is like 50 years old, if I ever did see a
That's
day.
the flower guy. I don't know. There's somebody
There's a
over
paper
there.
boy? You're
no,
a paper
I just
boy.
made that up. It looks like Hello Dolly.
Oh, Bette Midler.
Shut up,
Bette
Bette.
Midler.
I know she's going to be watching.
We love it. We'll call you later. I mean, if there's someone who loves art, it's Bette Midler. This is very impressive. It also reminds me of a, what's his name? Renoir. A lot of his paintings, they had hats like that. The men.
Yeah,
the gentleman
The
collar.
gentleman collars, as we were back in the day.
It's an interesting juxtaposition.
Exactly. I was
with,
going
like,
to say,
every
the contrast.
Yeah, especially for an Easter morning. Sorry, it just... for an Easter morning, they're all in very nice, brighter colors. But
the mood of where they live is just so...
That's a huge sidewalk. Is this in front of a church, I wonder?
I hope. I mean, it's Easter morn, but...
Let's zoom in on some of this.
Oh, we can zoom in now.
We always could. Did I
well, we
not
never
before?
did before. It's a very sad
Easter morning.
Sad Easter. Maybe it's just early, or maybe it's late. Maybe it's like their evening mass. Don't they do that?
Well, it's Easter morning, so
Oh. Never mind.
unless Clyde Singer is lying to us,
He might be.
that rascally Clyde Singer. We'll have to give him a call. After we call Bet, we're gonna call Clyde.
We're gonna have a whole thing with Bette and Clyde.
For
It
some
is actually a
reason-
really good painting.
It's
I'm not saying
gorgeous.
that the other ones aren't, but I really like
Well, you
this
are,
one.
but that's okay. It's very expressive. Composition-wise, it's very interesting. Because there's just this big
What is that gap there? Yeah.
gaping hole. Again.
That's what, I mean, my eye usually goes to the bright color and the flower salesman there, and then
Same.
it goes into that void.
With this guy who's just kind of like, hey,
Hey, look at this spot.
look
There's one
at
here.
me. I'm gonna
I'm gonna tap dance.
I'm gonna
Oh, he's
point
gonna do a
this way.
show. He's a showman. Aww.
Aw,
Aww.
that's sweet.
It is sweet.
It doesn't seem like these people are
They
staring.
don't care.
She's walking away. She is over it. This
she
pink
tipped and
hat,
she left. She's
she
like,
was
I gotta
done.
go die
She's
eggs.
like, here, just take this.
We gotta go eat
Okay.
ham.
I do. Oh God, yes. I do love. For some reason, my eye keeps going back to this green coat because there's a lot of blues and pinks and reds. We got that memo. But that random green coat, she's a fashion trend.
She's setting out on an adventure of her own. She said, "I write my own book."
She's like, I am a 1948 woman, and I am going to
suffrage
live my
the right to vote.
No, I know. Mary Poppins. That song.
Chim Chimney.
Well, not that. The one about suffrage, and she's got the thing, but then she hides it from her husband.
Name that.
Play that clip.
Copyright.
Well, I haven't been called out on YouTube yet.
Next.
I love this one.
Aw, he's such a little prince.
He's so cute. So there's so much to be had on this one.
I know. Oh, hold on. My eyes are taking everything in. Let's take a moment. Enjoy this little petite, feminine little boy on a stool. And I'm not talking about Alora.
Okay, so this is, oh my God, I can't see. Portrait of a seated boy. They are really inventive with these names. Portrait of a seated boy.
Boy on chair on crooked
with
canoe,
sky background outdoors seat. This is from 1825. Okay. It is 20 3/4 inches by 14 3/4 inches. Bass Otis is the artist.
That sounds like a fun jazz player.
Great name.
Bass Otis.
I was just going to say, he's got to play like a trumpet.
Yeah.
Some sort of wind instrument.
Some wind.
He looks very vampire-esque.
Yeah.
And I blame...
Ooh.
Well, okay, so I blame his very pale porcelain skin.
Are you talking about me again? Yeah, he is like a little vampire kid.
But it's also his hair, because it goes down into a bit of a V. It's all swooshed forward. And it has a little widow's peak. That is me as a small child. Wow.
I like his little...
I was born with a receding hairline.
I like his little collar, if you will. His little frill.
Right, with this little gold
emblem
clamp, like holding it together. With the gold tassel in the background. Just all of this, it's very
Where
pleasing.
is this kid at? And his little pointed tap shoes?
I'm like, tip-tap. Very vampire.
Does he have something in his hand? What is that? Is that a letter? Is that a death?
Oh my God. So
threat?
He's got this gorgeous pen/pencil.
He's writing checks.
Wow, what year was this? For 1825.
He's writing checks as can't cash.
Can't, girl. I love the piece of furniture that he's on. I
like the furniture. It's very throne-like. Like, you can definitely tell this kid has money.
Oh,
well, his parents have money. It's like one of those kids, you know, that like you're like, oh, they're driving a Range Rover. It's like, the parents have money.
What is that called? A trust fund, baby.
Yeah! And he's writing checks from his trust fund. Done.
Completely. It seems like he's on like a veranda.
Oh, I love that
kind
word.
of in like the desert almost. Ish. This is my interpretation.
It looks like Babylon.
He is on a veranda he's got so much money that they've just got curtains all over the place. They can afford nice fabrics. It's in a desert. And then a gorgeous
It's like an oasis. It's like midnight at the oasis.
Ooh. I love the floor. Those, again, the blue and the pink.
How did we know?
I don't know.
We're psychic.
There's something about him. I don't really trust him.
Don't trust him.
Even though I don't trust him, I kind of want to be him.
He's
in the lap of luxury.
It's giving me like True Blood.
Oh my God!
True Blood meets like.
Were you a?
Oh yeah,
oh,
yeah. I used to watch it on HBO every Sunday. He's giving me Interview with the Vampire, Anne Rice.
Anne Rice. I thought you said and rice. I was
I love anything with.
I was like, what does rice have to do with it?
It is the San Francisco tree.
Well. Bing, bing, ding,
ding, ding, ding, with the trolley. Dang, 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 with the
Either way, I just want to be there.
Next!
There's a lot happening.
I think
in
her
this
head's
one.
on backwards. I really do like it, though. Like, there's something... It reminds me... Like, she looks... Okay.
And, hold on, let's say what it is. Ava Perrin.
Ooh.
I might be saying that wrong. I'm sorry, Ava. Ava Perron. 1944.
Definitely.
She's still alive. 1944. This is 25 inches by 30 inches. Samuel Rosenberg.
Good for him.
Ava Perron.
I do like this. This one's very different from what we've seen, actually.
It's very different. I'm fine with that. It's really,
the more I look at it.
It's almost, besides her, everyone in the background is kind of almost cubic.
I was going to say everything is very cute
but
and square.
Not at the same time, which is very...
It's almost like a puzzle that every piece is slightly shifted.
Skewed.
Yeah.
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 It's really trippy on your eyes, too.
It really is.
Oh, she's got a fan. Come on, lady with a red fan. Her hair's gorgeous. I want that.
You're welcome. No, I like... It looks like Annie Lennox for some reason. She's giving me this Annie Lennox.
Bit.
Also, who's that one chick who is an actress and she's very pale and she has like a very manly face?
Me? Guy actually both reminds me of Mario with one tooth hanging out, or a guy from the Triplets of Belleville.
I don't know what that is.
Side by side.
She's gonna slap me.
Their skin tone is fascinating. Like, look at there's blues and greens
so many
and pinks and
textures
yellows and
layers.
If one of her shoulders would have been there, then I would believe the angle. But it just looks like one's huge.
Yeah, it does look like one's like back. It's like
if you go to that one surgeon, you'll
it's like
get
a Picasso almost.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, obviously, it's definitely not a Picasso.
Actually,
but the scales.
Speaking of, okay, here's one thing that I just realized. All of these people are staring at her hardcore. So they're both... He's kind of looking at her a little bit.
Yeah.
He's...
looking at her as well. I feel like his eyes are going to the wrong woman, but they're supposed to be focused on the lady
and
in red.
then they're looking at kind of her behind side, which she is... I mean,
she's a very petite woman.
I feel like...
She's like a bobble.
Ava Perron. Perron. It sounds like a famous person.
But is she?
If I Googled her correctly, this is her.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
Next! Oh! Did she used to perform at the Blue Moon?
That's Ava Perron again.
Oh, damn
no,
it
isn't. I love the highlight on the back of her arms. Get that elbow
She's a
highlight.
woman after my own body.
This is Tallulah.
Tallulah Bankhead.
Tallulah from 1958, 27 by 30. And this is Clyde Singer.
Wait. Is that really Tallulah Bankhead?
Maybe.
Tallulah Bankhead. Tallulah Bankhead!
Yeah.
I was right. Now I win trivia. Tallulah Bankhead!
There she is! This is gorgeous.
I like the rainbow-esque, if you will. Like the blue to purple to dark to green to red.
Which is actually very interesting compared to our previous photos. There's a lot of the same sort of color scheme going.
Muted but bright.
Yeah.
Which is like our spring.
There's a lot of really nice reds, too.
Like, I was going to say her one little red shoe.
The red shoe going into this deeper red of, like, her bust, into the red lip, the red in the background, the red curtain, and the red, the reflection on the floor. I'm so excited. I was hoping that there was going to be some red in the foreground.
Yeah, but they do put it in some nice spots, though.
They do circle it around on what you're supposed to focus on. It's not the people clapping.
I love her, like, her movement. She's very...
it's very old Hollywood where, like...
I'm just very... Take me, Tom.
I just feel the way that she's walking to is very heavy-footed.
Oh, yes, and those red slippers.
Oops. Oh, look at you, Padge. Pulling that Padge.
Next. Oh, this is a fun carnival.
This is also by Dorothy
Hamilton.
Lure Davis.
Oh.
Dorothy Davis.
Dorothy Dandrin. Philodendron. I can hear it now, like the ding, ding, ding. Come on, step right up. My, where's my shoe?
The carnies are deep frying yet.
Ooh, I could go for some cheese on a stick. Have you ever had cheese on a stick? Oh my god. Okay, so if you don't
have you ever had a deep fried butter?
Oh my god, that sounds even.
That's what deep fry. They'll deep fry anything at a
really
carnival.
Just a stick of butter?
They usually take chunks. And then they bread it and they deep fry. Deep fried butter, deep fried Twinkies, deep fried Oreos. They'll deep fry that shoe that child just lost. They'll deep fry that big woman standing back there.
They'll deep fry anything if it comes.
Come right on up, we'll deep fry anything you get. You got some corners, we'll deep fry. You got tomato, I'll take it to deep fry. This is a carnival at the country fair.
Would have guessed.
Oh my god, have you ever been to a country fair?
So I'm from Wayne County, and that was the biggest one in Ohio. Well, other than the state
country fair. How big is it? Oh, no, I meant a country fair at the gas station.
Oh, no! I pump gas!
I think no, country fair. I'm from Erie. Ugh. There's country. I think it's an Erie thing.
They have hot dogs and a guess your weight guy.
Yeah, they'll deep fry anything. They'll guess your weight and they will deep fry you whether you get their weight correct or incorrect.
You're done.
Done and done. I love a good county fair.
Are we talking about the gas station?
No, not anymore. Moving on. We've discussed this before. So at a county fair, I love watching
pigs and the barn
pigs.
stuff.
I love poking them.
I can't do that. It stinks.
They do smell really bad.
I hate the chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Oh my! The turkeys. That is the worst.
Ew,
and
you had turkeys at a county fair?
Yeah, they had turkeys.
Oh.
Yeah, so you could go through the turkey
gobble.
thing, and I swear to God, that smell was just like, I could smell their gobbler.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like, it's that skin.
Yeah.
Like, if that's what it smelled like, is that turkey gobbler skin, and I just can't.
I could never be a barnyard animal. I just like to smell myself too often.
Aren't we already a barnyard animal?
Speaking of smelling yourself, look at their butts. They are highlighted to
the gods.
The gods.
No, they really do have a... Is he selling a dream catcher or a nice quilted...
I don't care what they're selling, but I'm here for their backsides.
Those are some hams.
Look at this hay. That's nice hay.
I think that's the dead grass.
What is he selling?
I don't know, but I might buy it.
I love the image of the
lady and the side things, because there's the large lady, which I love.
I love her, and then the skinny guy with the
tiny hat.
With the hat, yeah.
And then there's a snake.
Is it like a 3-headed snake, or is it supposed to be a dragon, or because are those tongues? I think they're tongues.
Tongs?
Tongue?
Chong.
Chong. Chunks?
Chunks. Chunks. That means chunks.
There's no such thing as chunks.
You're right. It's no use. I don't remember the ingredients. I've got to have my book.
What does that say?
25 cents.
Chimichangas?
Chance? 3 chances, 25 cents.
Oh, so it's a game.
It's a game. Well.
And you win a quilt. Okay.
Well, I can get...
That's better than some of those prizes. You remember remember those prizes where it had like a wrestler and then it had it on those cheap frames with glass on, and you're like, I won this.
Yeah, you were so excited for that day. Then you get home and you're like,
all day. Ring toss.
Oh, and you get a little cane to toss.
Oh my god, I was so jealous of the people that always got the canes.
I never knew.
But I was always on crutches as a kid. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh yeah, there was a game, and everybody, I don't know what the hell the game was. Pardon my French.
What the hell?
I don't remember what the game was, but I always saw these kids. They had, they always had the canes, and I was like, I want a cane. Where are you getting these?
Did they win a cane?
Yeah, it was some game, and I think I know which game it was.
Oh, you've been hanging around with me too much. Now I know how everybody else feels when they hear my story. I do want to go on that carousel, and I want to know. Oh my god, they have Hogwarts back there. I'm going to the game of Quidditch.
Copyright. Next! Oh my gosh.
This is too religious for my taste.
But I love it. Wait a minute.
That angel is coming to get that little girl with the pigtails. Oh, there's her wings.
Is that a squirrel?
Oh, there's an owl.
Oh, there's a bird.
2 little blue
Oh my
birds.
god, the closer you get in there.
All these birds. Look at, there's another squirrel.
It was not a squirrel. I don't think that's a squirrel. I think it's
No,
just
it is.
Is it?
There's his tail and a little
Oh,
squirrel.
I do see his head.
That squirrel's gonna jump on that angel.
I hope so.
Look at all the, oh my god, look at all these squirrels. And these birds. That bird is...
That's Mother Nature.
That bird is sniffing that other bird's butt. There's a
Isn't it?
rabbit. Little deer. Oh, look at the deer.
Aw.
Oh, there's a fox. Holy crap.
There's a lot of detail in
There's
this
a fox.
painting.
There's
But
a
you can't
pheasant.
see it. When you first look at this, you're like, oh, I see the angel. But then you
Right.
look and you're like, oh.
I see the angel and then I see this tiny little girl with up lighting. Where's that lighting coming from?
The angel.
Well, not on the front of her face. The angel is coming from behind.
The
bitch.
angel is basking all around her.
Look at all these rabbits are
Rabbit.
freaking out. The deer don't care.
Look, the deer do care. They're like, who the?
We're in a forest.
But I like how it's warped. That path is very like, oh, it's like, it reminds me of like
It's
a
very
Christmas
shoop,
tree
shoop,
type of
shoop,
thing.
shoop. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I like the coloring.
It's yeah.
I love when paintings can give that glow effect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Her wings are huge. So Lauren Ford was alive from 1891 until 1973, so it's right around that time.
You know, it's a pretty
The
small
late
gap.
1800s, early to late
1970s.
19.
It's fine. You do the math. Figure
Wow,
it out.
she's old. I could see that in my grandparents' house. Or my
Oh,
parents'
yeah,
house.
yeah. Right above the toilet for some reason.
Yeah. Well, that angel, no, she found her spot.
So did I.
Next!
Oh, he has a lovely...
All of this red. I was just adjusting my glasses that I'm not wearing.
She's got to adjust her bifocal.
Oh my god. Jerome Myers, self-portrait in feathered hat.
He
Oh my
stuck a
God.
feather in his hat and called it macaroni.
Self-portrait
I
in
could go for
feathered.
macaroni. Oh, some Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh my god. Again, the strokes of this painting.
And that's what I kind of wanted to bring to her attention.
Strokes. 1927,
Ooh,
30
good
and a
year.
quarter by 25 inches.
It's so small. So he looks like Dr. Bombay. Do you know who Dr. Bombay is from
No.
Bewitched? Picture.
Oh, yes. Oh, I do.
He looks a little
Yes.
like Dr. Bombay. Dr. Bombay, emergency, come right away. It was so adorable.
From 1927. So, self-portrait. I want to know where that hat came from.
I want one in every color.
A
That's a
nice-
gorgeous hat. I love
It's a
that
gorgeous
hat.
hat. You love it. Again. And yet,
I don't wear a hat.
I never wear hats. I always have good intentions of making them. I want to know what that background looks like in real life. I think if the background would have been darker and less striking.
Correct.
Because
it fights all of the other
yes,
things.
he used such a vibrant red and like the pink tones, which fights with the feathers in his gorgeous hat. Like those are
and even
lovely
the yellow
feathers.
sweater he's wearing, it still
And the
fights with
yellow.
that. Like
It's still very pleasing.
but still, I think if it was a
I
darker
think-
color or maybe a blue.
Yeah. And here's the edited version. If that background was darker, let me just... The portrait of himself, he's very... But obviously he's looking at, like, himself through the corner of his eye.
And he's saying, so Dr. Bombay,
Medicine woman.
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
Dr. Quinn.
Dr. Quinn. There's so much detail within the actual self-portrait.
Oh.
He has a whole easel.
He's got his little thumb sticking out.
And I like the jewelry he's wearing. Can we just talk about that for a
His
moment?
jewelry is quite nice. And I really want to know what fabric he's adorned himself with. Because the jewelry, I mean, you can tell that his jewelry, since the fabric is much looser painted, like the wallpaper behind him, it's harder to tell what it is, but it has a nice shine to it because there's a nice...
It's almost like a velvet.
Mecca like a high.
Like a honey ho.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
No.
And that's the texture you want.
He's got money.
Mm-hmm.
To have that high class of wallpaper, those gorgeous feathers on his hat, the jewelry on his hat,
Everything
and
else
everything here.
is exquisite.
Whatever shawl that is, I want it.
And we can't leave out the feather.
I mean, can you ever?
No.
Next!
Oh.
My.
This is a lot.
Postmaster.
Isn't
so
that...
this is Industries of...
Is it 1920s?
Holyoke. 1935.
Oh, I was close.
Hollyoke.
That's a load of Holyoke.
Don't load up my Hollyoke.
It's a load of malarkey and Hollyoke.
By Aidan LaSalle Ripley.
The people on the one side...
The people.
The people on the one side are trying to build a couch or something. And the other guy on the other side is trying to read IKEA directions.
That's him. Oh, yeah.
And then the guys in the middle are...
washing things. Oh, there's a woman.
I didn't even notice. She's very handsome.
She has rouge for days.
Those eyes are like...
piercing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Tom of Finland. Eat your heart out. So they're dealing with some sort of steel iron thing.
Yes, and he's still trying to figure out the IKEA directions.
The washers. Tom of Finland. She's got a spool of something. There's sewing something. Over here, this...
Oh, he's got a hubcap?
We've got several industries going. We've got the steel industry. Textiles, welding of some such, cleaning, and IKEA. There's a lot that we don't know about this one.
It's like a whole thing. It's a whole underground story that we're not a part of.
I want to know more.
Do you? Because they might take your soul.
Those eyes. All of the woman's eyes and the one when the guy in the very front staring into your soul. Because the woman's looking at the textiles. This guy over here, he's looking over.
And there's only that one guy that is actually staring
directly at you. And it brings the painting into real life because that person in the painting
it breaks that fourth wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
You love that fourth wall.
I don't understand. Is that painted marble? Like, that's got to be like a marble type of finish.
The weirdest part. So everything else, because that marble...
Oh, that is painted. Oh, that's painted.
It's painted, which is very interesting because the marble looks very realistic. The postmaster looks very realistic. The door, you can tell from this image that it has been painted.
Correct.
Which is perfectly fine.
But when you zoom out, it just looks like it's been painted above an actual
doorway, which is
that has that marble,
interesting.
Which is very good.
I find it fascinating. I want to know more about it. I want to know why it was painted above a faux doorway.
I want to know who's stealing hubcaps.
And I want to know why that man washing things is eating all of our souls.
Next!
Kind of anticlimactic.
And again, every time you give me a photo that makes me want a gyro.
And this one ends it, so...
It's lamb's meat. Oh.
This is the shepherd with sheep spring.
That makes
not
me
dated. Yeah, it's spring, and this is 18 by 30, so a nice size. This is by Alfred Bryan Wall.
So this painting makes me feel like I have something in my eye. Like it's watery.
Are you allergic to lamb?
I'm allergic to lamb's wool.
Oh, are you?
I don't know.
You should get it off of this couch. So this is very calm. This is very serene. Colors are gorgeous. The paint strokes, we love a good stroke. The paint is applied very generously.
Oh, yeah.
From the viewer's perspective, we are on this journey with this person.
We're the one that says, hold on, I had to tie my shoe.
I'm slow.
God.
Stop herding your sheep so fast. Jerry. The way the water is painted is quite gorgeous.
That reflection, that is really nice, actually. It's very good.
Which is also very interesting, because the reflection, even though, again, very loosely painted,
it's still, we know that is that reflection,
yes,
and it's really good.
It's really nice.
Painting actually reminds me of shepherd's pie, which is actually really... Have you ever had shepherd's pie? So delicious. OMG.
This is lovely.
It really is.
It is very,
peaceful.
very country, very, very quiet. You could just hear that subtly babbling brook.
Do you hear that? Cute babbling brook. Now I gotta pee.
Even this house right here, there's some sort of barnishy house over there.
It makes you think, does somebody actually live in that house?
The crazy part is,
yes.
I do. But I love it because of the subtle pinks that are in there.
I like that pink undertone. But it makes me think, does somebody actually live in that
is that hay squirting out of that window?
Oh.
Well, I'm here for this.
I like it. It's very just like, you know what, I'm gonna go take a nap after this walk.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's giving me. Is, you know what? I just picked a whole basket of berries.
Yep.
I'm taking it back to my grandmama. She's gonna make a beautiful pie. I'm gonna go take a nap, and when I wake, I'm gonna smell that beautiful boysenberry pie.
Ooh, boysenberry.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tootsie, we have seen so many amazing images. We've seen vampires.
We've seen Easter bonnets.
Tallulah.
Bankhead!
Tallulah Bankhead! We love her.
Saw angels in the forest.
Oh, we went to the circus.
And we also saw sheep shearing live on their way to make a gyro, and I couldn't be hungrier. This has been one fantastic evening at the Art Museum.
It certainly has, Tootsie Snyder. We cannot wait until our next TNA art critique. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful time.
Stay safe and love each other. Ciao!
Credits. I'm really trying to perfect my Queen wave. Did you ever watch Queen Elizabeth? It's basically like she's flipping you the bird without actually
Did you know this is them flipping people off?
With 2 fingers?
Mm-hmm.
Peace.